Gaffer, 2-0 defeat home to Walsall today. How did you sum up the performance?
Yeah, I thought we tried to match them up first half, and to 41st minute, we tried to handle and did handle their physicality. We knew what we were up against. Tried to go as big as we possibly could, so we didn't get bullied in the box, and we did that first half and competed well. Not that we really displayed any real attacking goalmouth moments of ourselves. A couple of drop downs to Levi in the box, but disappointed with the goal we conceded. It's a 3 we didn't handle there too, and that was the moment of quality that separated the teams in the first half. And then second half, we gave it 5 minutes and made the changes early, put 2 wingers on to try and lay a glove in the game and pull them out a bit. But we didn't show sufficient quality, to be able to break them down. And we've been beaten by a better team at the minute.
You obviously mentioned the timing of the goal that we conceded 2 or 3 minutes just before the break. How much did that alter the game plan and messaging at half time? Because like you say, you went up to match up with their very sort of strong physical back three, and for the most part we contended with that. Did that just sort of shift your thinking at the break?
We were in a discussion Thursday night, this is separate from the players, and just discussing the fact that we'll make those changes early, within 5-10 minutes too, because we just thought it'll end up being a drab game, and we knew it would be a tight game of fine margins, but we needed to be in the ring, stay in the fight, and like I said, we did until the 41st minute, but then you're thinking, where's the goal coming from? Although we're trying to play with 3 forwards today. We just didn't quite have that attacking spark to be able to upset them. Therefore, that's why we made the changes we made. And you try and outnumber them down the sides, get wide men on it, get fullbacks overlapping, get balls into front men's feet. But that didn't manifest itself, and they ended up closing the game off quite easily, really. And we didn't have sufficient quality, like I say, to break them down.
Like I say, it wasn't for the sort of lack of trying and shifting things around. There's some other substitutions during the half. But obviously clear with when Stephen G. McKenna and Reece Smith came on, the sort of shift in approach. Is that credit to Walsall that they were able to sort of contend with that, as opposed to any sort of lack of impact that the substitutes made?
Yeah, I think basically you've got to shift the ball quickly. You've got to have the ability to switch play quickly, either through the centre halves or the centre midfielders. Get a forward dropping in, just to have options on the ball. And we were a little bit. We went down one side. We'd stay down one side, and at the end of the day, we've got to keep working hard on these players to develop them further, so we can switch play quicker. And then you've got a wing back on the far side up against a full back and a wide man, and because when you don't shift the ball quickly enough, it's easy for them to stay in shape. I thought their rates were, we recognised that in training, that they'll get their rates very quickly out to the full-backs, which they did a number of times. They blocked balls that were trying to be slid down the sides. But if you shift the ball quick enough, it's quicker than anyone can run. But we didn't, and we've got to keep working and driving the lads on to be better players.
Were you happy today still with, obviously fell to defeat, but with the sort of approach of the players, the commitment, the way they sort of continued throughout the 90 minutes to look to try and get something from the game?
Yeah, I mean, when things don't work out for players, it can sap the confidence and the energy. And we're willing them on to, and there were only little flurries really of encouragement. But like I said in there, it was always going to be a difficult game today. We wanted the lads to get in the ring, and like I said, for 41 minutes, we did just that. And just after half time, I think, there's a glimmer, there's a couple of moments in and around their box, and the lads sliced it, just avoided the goal, sliced clearance, and you go, come on, take encouragement from that. But at the end of the day, we're down to bare bones at the minute, and we can't feel sorry for ourselves, but that's the fact. We've played that system that we played today to good effect last week. We've in previous seasons, even last season, gone to top of the tree at our level with that system, and then with the system that we reverted to, and not just laid a glove, won games. But we have to work on the current group, keep the heads up, don't beat them with a stick. The lads offered it up themselves. Look, we've worked hard, but we have to have the requisite quality to be able to hurt the top end of the tree teams at this level.
And just to finish, obviously we talked about being down to bare bones, and everyone knows the sort of injuries at the moment. A couple of new faces on the bench, Cal Jameson, obviously Josh Falking. Particularly with Josh, he's known to everybody at the club, but how much are you looking forward to sort of having him back with his boots on in and around the playing squad?
Yeah, well, he trained yesterday, and he trains with drive, and we lost a few players at the end of last season that really train with drive and help with that, with that, put the wind up a few, and really drag people around in training, and I think he can add to the group with that, and that alone, but obviously, he'll come into our thoughts when he displays such passion each day.
Thanks, Gaffer.
Cheers.